Good morning, all. It's about 8 a.m. 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 Bit cold this morning. About 2 degrees centigrade. It's not white outside. It's not white with frost. So, but it's going to be really cold the next 3 nights. Really, really cold. Below freezing. Yeah. But the temperatures are picking up next week again. Doesn't look like snow's on the way, but you can't tell. You can't tell. I'll catch the meteorological weather video later. This morning I was going through my video notifications on YouTube. Put the odd comment or two here and there. And then all of a sudden, my comments weren't entering. I don't know what the hell happened all of a sudden. No idea whatsoever. I was on this video, Regan Elite. It's about the way things are. I'm not going to mention it. And then did a couple of comments, moved on. And the next video, my comments, entering comments, and then clicking newest, and he wasn't there. And then the next video, I did the same, commenting wasn't there. And then Dave from Rotherham posted his morning video in, and I said, as I normally do, good morning, Dave. And he had his friend Johnny with him. Good morning, Dave and Johnny. Thumb. Wasn't there? I tried 3 times. He didn't appear. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Again. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah. After making this video now, I'll I suppose a couple. I restarted my phone just in case. I cleaned out my cookies first thing this morning, and my old videos. I always do that most mornings first of all. But I went even further. I decided to do a full restart, and it's always the same with a full restart. It all pops up. It doesn't work. It doesn't work very well for the first 10 minutes. It's going through its wheels. Going through its wheels. Various startups or whatever. So I was checking the weather. All right, checking the weather when I went on to the BBC. BBC News. Have you seen that volcano explode in Japan? Good grief! Right next to the sea. See the huge rocks being thrown out, landing in the sea. And it's only 100 miles away from Tokyo. South, I think it is. It could be north, I don't know, south. Looked a remote area anyway, thankfully. But very spectacular indeed. Obviously filmed from a helicopter, but keep away helicopter. Oof, the rocks being thrown. My goodness, and the big splashes. Very spectacular. Could that be a sign or something though? Volcanoes kicking off are a sign of an earthquake on the way. Oh God, can you imagine? People in this country, in the United Kingdom, don't know how lucky they are. Not living in an earthquake zone, and look at the mess we're in. If we had to battle Mother Nature like Japan, we'd soon buck up our ideas. Mother Nature can be very spectacular, but very, very deadly, obviously. I've got some fruit juice left. Yes, me and YouTube have a very strange relationship, obviously. They got their algorithms and the way I type or message or something. all pretty sensible, but I know I am slightly left field. Not exactly, the type, but I don't know. And all this sort of, when you type and enter messages, there are algorithms are sort of judging your character and things like that, and you know, and what will come of that? Everyone will be the same. We'll all be bloody zombies. Zombies. Do I look like Patrick Boyle with his glasses on? He's a funny fellow. I watched his video this morning. Well, one of his old ones. I don't know, about a year old. Patrick Boyle is name. Finance expert. Crisp, dry humour. Oh, about um, Forbes. Uh, Forbes 30 under 30 article they do every now and again. And he was saying, Patrick Boyle, if ever you appear at 30 under 30, 30 people under the age of 30, if you end up in a Forbes article like that, run, emigrate, hide, because half of them end up in prison, he said. Very funny. Yeah. So I don't know what the hell's happened to YouTube with me again. I haven't been, I enter a comment and it's there. It's there. But then when I enter latest comments, ping, my comment should be on the top, obviously. What sign of it? That happened 3 or 4 times consecutively. I don't know. So I'll waffle on here and whinge, complain about the world. What was the other news story I read on BBC? Oh, yes. I don't know what genius realised this. It was plainly obvious to me and many people. People now are living in smaller properties, tinier properties. Instead of having a semi-detached house now, so all they can now is like a studio flat. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. It's taken them a while to realise that. I'm lucky here, really, it's just, well, parents are gone. I tried selling the house, but problems with, there's 2 parties involved here, me and my brother. I found 3 buyers. As soon as they talked to my brother. No, we'll back out of this. Yeah. Never mind, that's my problem, not yours. So I'm stuck here, and I had plans. I got a building plot, and I had it all planned. Found buyer, 3 times I found a buyer. Planning everything. You wouldn't even leave me clear the house out even. I was clearing out the house and oh God. So I gave up in the end. I gave up and I'm stuck here. I've got a building plot. I got this other property that, oh God, that been told I can buy if I want and restore. It's an old cottage. I'm not saying where it is, but it's, and yeah. What can you do? People are like that. People around. I mentioned my plans to him because I know he's like that. They make it difficult for you. If you've got ambitions, they'll throw a chair in front of you to trip you up. That's the sort of thing. Naming no names, but I already have. No one try to drink too much. Well, tend to drink too much. And in the middle of this, I was sorting out my health problems, which thankfully, at last, after many years, I've got a top of. It's just a simple food intolerance. Wheat. Ugh. You know, that teaches you a lot, doesn't it? When you realise it's is that it? Is that it? Wheat, or just wheat type proteins, include barley and rice. And I've avoided it, and 3 months now I've avoided it, and and you've got to watch. It does make life difficult, you know. You can't go to a restaurant; you're taking a risk. Like if there's a sauce and there's, I'm really ultra reactive to wheat or gluten and associated proteins. They call it something else in barley, glutein or something. I don't know. And that's all it was. But it does. You have to watch yourself. So, but I do feel that if I've had anything that's infected with it, I can feel it straight off. It must, once it's in the body. I guess slightly. The initial thing is slightly woozy and sort of slightly foggy. But there we are. Live and learn. Life isn't perfect. Yeah, but thank God I'm intelligent enough how to handle it and how to do it. Most people aren't. I think that's why doctors don't sort of, you know, wheat is just basically eating grass seeds, see. And plants, they protect themselves. They've got their own mechanisms, and not everyone is allergic to it. Or, not allergic then, but reacts to it. Wheat has got its own chemicals in it to sort of, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Yeah, the other news story is, people can't afford. People are living in smaller and smaller houses. It's going back to Victorian times. I don't know if you ever saw London, Victoria. There were rooms that were rented out for people to sleep, and if you call it sleep, and all it was a room bench, one big long bench going down one side of the room, one long bench going down the other side of the room, and a rope from one end to the other at about that height, about chest height, and it's for people to sleep in, and it's to be charged a penny a night or something like that, or farthing a night. And so they used to put their arms over there and sleep like that, upright, sitting down, their arms over the rope, all 9 of them, both sides of the room. That's the way we go in. And that was that's from Dickens' time. It's just bloody madness, man. It's bloody madness. Anyway, I'm well out of the way in West Wales, yeah. Semi-rural West Wales. Yeah. Oh, everyone's gone nuts. Everyone's gone nuts. Our own government has caught the communication in this communication things disease. That's why they're so mad. Instead of doing their job, they're more concerned with what's been said online. And it's turning most of the country into morons. Complete morons. You know, they're morons already, but now they're even more moronic. You know, look what happened to Brexit. Online communication won that. It's all rubbish. And that, the government is there to stop things happening like that. Oh, don't be silly now. Don't be silly. Leave the EU. Don't be silly. You know? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to have a good yap here. This is like my diary. Anyone is free to watch it and listen to me. It's up to you. It's not mandatory. It's voluntary. Yeah. Yeah. No rain today again anyway, so it's alright. But it's going to get cold tonight. Next 3 nights, well below 0. So I got to, yeah, have to drain the pipes to the outhouse. But once it gets starts getting towards -10, that's when you got to watch that. Yeah. Pipes burst. No, I'll drain them. I'll turn on the hot water heater on and drain the water through. Central heat source of hot water, and then that feeds through the copper or the copper pipes. Even the coal pipes. I'll turn off the water main at the source in the kitchen that comes into the house, and I got a heater for the outhouse as well with a timer. All it needs to do is to turn it on for 2 hours, middle of the evening, 2 hours, middle of the early morning. That'll do it. I'll keep the temperature above 0, and I place it near the copper pipes in the outhouse, so the heat also feeds through. And drain the cold water in the house and everything all the way to the outhouse. Yeah. Got a plan, see, got a plan. And I got this old sleeping bag, which there's an outside tap as well. I got an old sleeping bag, which on cold nights I put over the outside water tap as well, even though I'll drain it now before this evening. Turn the water main off and drain everything out. And turn the heat in hot water pipes throughout the house, and the outhouse will be getting heat. All great plans. Yeah, the last bad cold spell we had was a good few years ago. It was what, 10 years ago now, was it? Yeah, about 2014 was it? Next to the old couple there. Only the father was left. He went to live with his daughter, and the house was empty. And one of the pipes went in the upstairs bathroom, frozen, and made a mess of the house. I was the one that reported it was for sale. It was for sale. They were trying to. John Francis, estate agent, Kamala. What a bunch of wankers. And I was coming back from a friend's house early one morning, about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I could hear all this water going. And I looked in the next door, and there's pissing water from upstairs. So I didn't have their phone number. I didn't have the daughter's phone number in Mid Wales, where the old fella was living, moved to for his daughter to look after. But I phoned the estate agent the first thing in the morning. So just after 9 o'clock. I told them, and I didn't say anything to them. You stupid assholes! Why didn't you drain the water? It's your responsibility to sell the house and look after the house because they're living in mid Wales. He's living in mid Wales. You know, it's just the same for bloody online and all. There's so many idiots about. What's this? Daily Mirror, like Rishi Sunak won't. I don't know. See, nonsense again. Elgin Marbles again. Right, 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Yeah, Wednesday morning. Decided to have a good shot. So it'll take ages to load up. If it loads up, God knows what's going on with YouTube. Right, happy Wednesdays all. It's getting close to 9 now. 9 o'clock. 9 a.m. office hours. Ta-da.